Alright, check it out, class. The goal for you tonight is for you to be able to find the area of shaded regions of inscribed shapes. Alright, inscribed, that just means shapes drawn within shapes. Alright, so like a circle inside of a trapezoid, craziness. Alright, now, the goal, well, I already went over the goal, but get this down in red. Alright, to find the area of the shaded regions of inscribed shapes with empty space, alright, you want to find the area of the largest shape and subtract the area of the empty space. Alright, doesn't matter if that largest shape, doesn't matter what that shape is. Doesn't matter if that largest shape is mostly empty space. Whatever the largest shape is, you find the area of that shape first. Alright, then you subtract the area of the empty space within that largest shape. Alright, so this is what that looks like. For example, we've got this giant rectangle, right, shaded with blue, and then inside of it we've got this empty space, right, this square. This is what I want you to do. Put a star next to this, alright. Actually, no, don't even put a star next to this. Label it. Label this large blue shape, alright, as a rectangle. So just label it in your notes as a rectangle, and label this empty space on the inside as a square. Alright, and then make sure you're getting all this down. So, first I'm going to find the area of the largest shape. Well, the largest shape is this giant rectangle. To find the area of a rectangle, you got to multiply length and width. Well, the length is 10 inches. The width is 12 inches. So I just have to multiply those two values together. Substitute in 10 for the length, 12 for the width, and boom, I get 120 square inches. Alright, so that's the area of this entire rectangle. Alright, but we don't want to know the area of this white space. We just want to know the area of the shaded region. Right? And this is the area of the whole thing. So I got to get rid of, right? Get rid of, subtract that empty white space. So, let's find the area of that square. Same formula, length times width. Well, length is 6 inches, width is 6 inches, so I'm going to plug those in and multiply them. I get 36 square inches. Alright, so now I know the area of the largest shape. Now I know the area of the empty white space. So I have to take the total area minus the white space. Alright? So I'm going to do 120 minus 36, and I'm going to get 84 square inches. That's going to end up being the area of just the shaded region. Alright? White space not included. Okay? Let's get that down. And on to the next slide. Alright. Here, I've got a triangle and I got a semicircle. Alright, so that's what I want you to do in your notes. Label this shape as a triangle, and you know what? It's actually a right scalene triangle. So let's label it in our notes as a right, because it's got a right angle, right scalene triangle. Alright, and then label this somewhere, like maybe draw a little line and write that this is a semicircle or a half circle. Alright, so first thing we got to do is we need to find the area of the largest shape. Well, the largest shape is this giant triangle we got here, that right scalene. So, I'm going to find the area of that triangle by multiplying 1/2 times the base times the height. So I'm going to multiply 1/2 times the base, which is 8 inches, times the height. The height of the entire triangle is going to be 12, because this is 6 from here to here, and this is 6 from here to here, so the whole thing is 12. Alright, 8 times 12 is 96, and half times 96, or half of 96, is 48. So the area of the triangle is 48 square inches, right? But I'm trying to find the area of the shaded region. Alright, just the shaded region. Alright, so now I'm going to find the area of that semicircle. Well, we know the formula for the area of a semicircle, or sorry, not a semicircle, the area of an entire circle is found by multiplying pi times the radius squared. Well, class, this distance right here from one end of a circle all the way to the other across the center of it, that's the diameter. That is not the radius. Alright, the radius is only half the diameter. So if the diameter is 6, the radius has got to be 3. So I'm going to plug in 3 for r. And I'm going to square it. Right, 3 to the second power. That means I'm going to multiply 3 times itself. So 3 times 3 gives us 9. Alright, so then all I have to do is multiply 3.14 times 9. And I get 28.26. Alright, but this is a half circle. It's a semicircle. This formula will give us the area of what that entire circle would be. So I need to take this area and divide it by 2. When I do that, I get an area of 14.13 square inches. Alright, and actually put a star next to this and write this down. When you're finding the area of a semicircle, use the circle's area formula, and after you get your answer, divide by 2. Alright, I'll say that one more time. When finding the area of a semicircle, use the circle's area formula, and then divide by 2 after you solve for the area. Solve for the area of the circle, and then you divide it by 2. That gives you the area of half a circle. Alright? So, now I got to take the total area minus the white space. Well, the total area of the whole shape, right, that's 48. Minus the white space, the area of that semicircle. So I have to do 48 minus 14.13. And when I do that, I get 33.87 square inches for the area of the shaded region. Alright? Now, last slide. Okay. Give this one a shot. Alright, try and do this on your own. Really try and do this on your own. Find the area of the entire shape, right? That trapezoid. Use this formula. Then I want you to find the area of that entire circle, that white space. And then I want you to find the area of the shaded region by taking the total area after you find it and take away the area of the white space. Alright, so go ahead, pause the video, give that a shot. Alright, let's do this. So, area equals 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2, all in parentheses, times the height. Alright, so I've got area equals 1/2 times base 1, I'll just say is 7, plus base 2, I'll say is 11. I'm going to multiply that by the height of the trapezoid, which the height is straight from the bottom straight up to the top, so 10. Alright, so now I'm going to do what's in parentheses first, right? Order of operations. So I'm going to add 7 and 11. Now I'm going to get 18. So, my area, A, equals 1/2 times 18. And then times 10. Alright, next step, I'm going to take 18 and multiply it by 10. That's going to give me 180. So, A equals 1/2 times 180. So now I have to figure out what half of 180 is. And well, it's just 90. So the area ends up equaling 90 square inches. Alright? That's the area of that trapezoid. Now, for the area of the circle. Okay. I have to take pi, which is always 3.14, right? That's never going to change. That's a constant. So area equals pi, which is 3.14, times the radius. Class, this right here, that's the diameter, right? That's the entire distance from one end of the circle through the center to the other end. But the radius is from the center to the outside, so it must be half that. So r should have been 2. So you have to take 2 and put it to the second power. Well, 2 to the second power, that's just 2 squared, which is 2 times itself. And 2 times 2 is 4. So, area equals 3.14 times 4. Alright, in my last step, I have to multiply 3.14 times 4. When I do that, my area ends up equaling 12.56 square inches. So I've got the area of the entire shape and I got the area of the empty white space. Now I have to do total area. Stop this board from moving. Total area minus the white space. So the total area is 90, right? So I'm going to do 90 minus 12.56. Subtract. Alright. Moving on. So I'm going to add a 1 to this 0. 10 minus 6 is 4. But to add a 1, I had to borrow, right? So cross this out. This is going to become a 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. Bring the decimal straight down. Alright, so I got 0.44. Next step, turn this into a 9. I had to borrow from this. Make that a 9. Right? 9 minus 2 is 7. And because I borrowed here, I had to take away from the 9, which means this is 8. And 8 minus 1 is 7. Well, let's make that a little bigger. So my answer for the area of the white space, or sorry, the area of the shaded region, 77.44 square inches. And before you stop the video, label this a trapezoid, right? This whole shape right here is a trapezoid. Okay, then inside of it, inscribed, I want you to label this as a circle. Alright? Now I'll be looking for those notes in your notes when I check the homework. Alright? I'll get out of the way real fast so you can finish this up, and I will catch you all later. See ya.